welcome, Satnam. I'm Mitsuko, and this is day 4. It's almost not day 4. I am literally 10, 20, 30, 35 minutes into the next day. So, not the next day, but before the next day. So I was like, I was going to do it this morning, and then I had time to do it. I didn't have to work till like 10:30, and I just did not do it. I did a lot of thinking, a lot of worrying, a lot of beating myself up, and then we get to today, and still lots of working, and I still had time. I still had time to at least, so I've been kind of contemplating this for the past probably 3 hours. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, probably 3 hours, yes. So then of course I go, hey, ChatGPT, what's going on? Because also today I was feeling very like indecisive and not clear on what it is I'm doing. I don't know. I didn't look to find out if it was the moon or elements of the planets, because that's where I go. There's also factors of like, hey, can I pay my rent? Can I take care of things? Can I take care of my 5 children? These are all things that are constantly running through my mind. And am I on the right path? So I as I mentioned, I've done like a 40-day practice before. It's posted, and this is another 40-day. And there is this process of like self-doubt. I don't think I articulated it. Maybe I did it more in a logical, like researched sort of way. But I looked up ChatGPT for today, and it says daily 3 to 5. This is, you can't trust ChatGPT, but it kind of can give a guideline. It says 3 to 5 days of a daily practice. It's like the honeymoon drops off and the mind steps in. Inspiration has worn thin. The nervous system is adjusting. The ego starts asking, what's the point? Is this good enough? Why bother today? It also says something that it doesn't mean that I'm doing it wrong. It means that the practice is working. So when you get to this space of, say, self-doubt, it's saying, hey, practice is working. And I'm like, no, I want everything to be clear. I want everything to be simple. I want everything to be known for me. And it says self-doubt's not asking you to stop. So you're crossing from novelty into building a relationship with the practice. It also is saying that practice doesn't deepen every day feeling inspired, which is what I want. I want to feel inspired. I want to feel like there is a purpose to all of this. There is a purpose to what I'm doing. But it says that you don't have to feel inspired, that you're not doing your practice not feeling inspired. It's best to do your practice because the deepening of the practice is showing up when you don't want to. And let's see, day number 4, you're no longer riding on the momentum. You're learning devotion without mood. Devotion without mood. And it was so odd because yesterday I was like, oh yes, I get this. The 3rd day was like the crosshairs of the sweet spot. And I really had this feeling of knowing that doing your practice is the most important thing. Even when you don't feel like it's doing anything, the doing of it is the magic, is the honey, is the amber, that the kind of the smooth, glossy resin shine of of life, that your daily life might feel chaotic without your practice, and then doing your daily practice somehow smooths out the rough edges. It makes everything a little more manageable. Like my high anxiety, or maybe not high anxiety, my reactivity will be lowered a little bit because I'm not, on this, not having a pre-practice to kind of create that little resin protective experience. Okay, so yeah, and I kind of just viscerally knew like doing the practice is the best, because you're getting your own personal vibration in alignment with the divine, with the universe, because you're getting out of your own mental processes of like, I know how to get through this, even though you don't, even though one needs to let go of knowing and more like, here comes the wave. Now it's time to like jump on and just go with what is. No more thinking. It's more in the doing and experience, because we've done enough. The universe is like, yes, I've heard you. It's just time to play. Your purpose, one's purpose in life is to play. So now we're here today and I'm like, oh, I had it. I had the understanding, and now I don't understand a single thing. High tides, low tides. Now it's like everything's unknown. So anyways, it says, the best thing to do to keep going is to show up, to be steady, to not be impressive, like doing it to impress. Another one is the documentation. That I'm doing this just to document. It's not for a performance. It's just like, this is the process. This is a real process. So if you've been going along with me for the past, hand talker, for the past 3 days, and now we're on the 4th, and you're like, hey, you didn't post. It's like, I'm almost going to post. This is what happens. If you're feeling like, I don't want to do it either, and you're following along with the recordings, and like, you might, maybe this is a like aha moment for you. Like, okay, I'm good. This is a normal. There are other schematas that discuss starting something new. There is this honeymoon period, and then there's this like resistance, and there are these phases, and then it's the kind of going through it and just doing it, even though, and I might be getting it wrong. And then the last is like an understanding of like, okay, now we understand what the process is, and letting go of the resistance. So now let's see. Yeah, and then I ask for journal prompts, because I'm not journaling, and I'm like, what is a good journal prompt for where we are? But I'm just going to take a little pause, because it also discusses like reframe day 4. So it's like 1 and 2 equals excitement, like yay, which I already shared. 3, 4 is resistance and self-doubt. I'm literally I'm also doubting my ability to even teach classes. Stepped in again, subbed a class for someone else who I've already subbed before, and it's just like, I prep, and I'm like, what's the point? I do this. I write lots of little notes, and then I don't really read it, but it's more like my safety blanket. And I've done so it was like a yoga nidra. I've done yoga nidras, and the gal teaches a style that's different than mine, and I still doubt just holding my space in my own doing is enough. And so I just show up even when I don't feel fully prepared. I was as prepared as I could be. And at the end, someone from everyone was really grateful, which was, it's nice feedback. But also someone just asks, how do you do it all? How do you do all of the things you do? Because was it yesterday? Yesterday I taught like 6 classes, and they were all different. And which made it easier to teach, I think, and more excitement, or more exciting and fun for me. But for all of the 5 classes which aren't my normals, just doing my practice before made it approachable. Somehow I wasn't in my head, and we just kind of do the best we can. It's kind of like children. They go into something and they just start playing. They don't think about, is this the best process or is this? And I mean, it's hard to watch children if they're kind of struggling with contemplation. It brings up a sense of, for me, like a sense of self-doubt and wanting to what is it, kind of get in there and solve all the problems. That's what it brings up for me. I want to solve things. I want to make this smooth for you. And so I guess it's just thinking the universe is like, you don't need to worry. You're just here to play. You're here to play. You don't need to think. Trust that it's all taken care of. Food, shelter, care, as long as you're moving forward. And I know maybe people are like, oh, but I have this idea of where I want to go. I have this idea of where I want to go, and these are the steps that I know that's going to lead me here. And then the universe goes, aha, you have a goal. Now I'm going to put all of the tax, all of the gum, all of the, personal problems, whatever, in the way so you can get to that goal. And then you'll feel so proud of yourself. And there's a part of me of like, why? Why put all these obstacles in for the process? And it's the showing up. So anyways, so 3, 4, resistance and self-doubt, which is obviously where I am at this time. And then it says 5 to 7 is that you're settling into the process. And then after the 7 days, that's a whole week, then it's more into truth telling. So that's where we are. Is it stay, something, resistance, devotion over doubt? This is all about now staying, meeting resistance. Staying, meeting resistance, devotion over doubt. And I'd say the best thing at this time with where I am in the process is to be honest. So maybe with yourself. Are you being honest with yourself of where you are, identifying where you are, and moving forward? Okay, I had a lot of journal prompts because I recommended that you should do a journal prompt because I should do a journal prompt, which means you should do, which I should do. I feel like that mirror maze when you're at the carnival, and it's like you can see infinites you in all directions. Journal prompt. So the questions that were proposed as number 1, what part of me is resisting today and what does it need? Don't fix, just listen. Number 2, if this practice, something for no one else, what would I do differently today? If this practice were for no one else, what would I do differently today? That's another question. Number 3, what am I afraid will happen if I stop? And what am I afraid will happen if I continue? What does enough actually feel like in my body right now? Does enough actually feel like in my body right now? And another prompt is to fill in the blank is, today I showed up even though blank, and that matters because blank. So if any of those journal prompts inspired you, maybe you can push pause and settle down on those. I always think journal prompts are actually better at the end of practice because I feel like you have more clarity. You're not kind of getting caught up in your ego. The last question then, it says, do I feel more stuck mentally, emotionally, or physically right now? So the journal prompts that were written or proposed, I was like, I don't know if I really resonate with all of those, but it is inspiring me to come up with my own journal prompt of what it is that I am, where I am in this resistance process. Kind of thinking of what am I resisting, and kind of going down to the root of where is that resistance rooted in. So anywho, now we're at 20 minutes. Let's see if we can get the practice done. 20 minutes. Feel free to bring your hands together into prayer pose. All right. Someone might be joining us. Take an inhale and expand. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Namah, Jagadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siddhagurudeva Namah. Adgure Namah, Jagadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siddhagurudeva Namah. Adgure Namah, Jagadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siddhagurudeva Namah. Inhale, expand. Exhale and soften. Interlace your fingers. We'll do the heart folding meditation. Cross the thumbs. Place the hands on the heart. Biceps hug the body. Roll the shoulders. Oh gosh. Forward, up, back, and down. Feel free to close the eyes. Inhale, suspend the breath for 45 to 60 seconds. And chant HUD. Find a nice tantric HUD recording if you like on your favorite music supporting app. And that's about it. And repeat again. Here we go. We'll do 3 rounds, 3 minutes. You can also build up to 5 minutes. And again, like I said, you can do this as a meditation on its own. All right, inhale, expand. Let's do this. your final exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands in Gyan Mudra. Take a moment, notice what you notice. Absolute stillness, so feel free to lift the heart and soften the belly. Head is directly over the seat and heart. And notice. No wiggles, no squiggles. Inhale, expand. Exhale and soften. All right, so we will begin with the first exercise based on time. Lucky me, based on time, I shorten the time. Okay, so we'll cross the legs. We only have 15 seconds, 15 minutes. Cross the legs. Bring yourself into full lotus. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can do that right now. And if you can't bring yourself into full lotus, then regular cross-legged position. Okay. Full lotus. Here we go. Hands. Told you someone was gonna. Hi. 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 All right, so your hands are next to your body. You'll lift up, breath of fire, inhale, expand, exhale. Navel goes into the spine, inhale, exhale. Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Notice what you notice. Take a moment of stillness. Bring yourself onto your belly. Interlace your hands behind the back of your body. Do this 13 times when you lift the head, arms, and heart up. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale, 13. Oh my gosh, I went past 13. Arms to your side, take a moment. Interlace your hands again behind the back of your body. Feel free to inhale and exhale first. All right, hands behind the back of your body. This almost reminds me of when I had my kids and they were all just climbing on me every time I begin my practice. This dog doesn't even like me. For real. Okay, just kidding. Kind of does, but it's not even my dog. Okay, here we go. We'll inhale, kick towards the seat, lift the head and heart, and exhale down 13 times. After your last one, place your arms down at your side. Settle in, or arms are at the cross the forearms at the top of the mat. Let your forehead rest. Inhale and exhale. Bring yourself up onto your feet. All right, so we will bring ourselves onto our feet. I will lift the camera.